What's up, everyone? It's I See Football here. I just want to make a quick video to discuss the Maurice Hurst pick and the reports by various NFL executives, scouts, and coaches over the irresponsible selection of Maurice Hurst, the supposed so-called irresponsible selection. This report here goes in to discuss how various league executives and scouts, their opinion was that Maurice Hurst should not be drafted and that he should probably not play NFL football because it is a scary situation, basically, with his heart condition. Now, I just want to discuss a couple of points here, and a few of those points I think are being missed by a lot of people. Like I hear a lot of people talking about how, Maurice Hurst has this heart condition and so maybe he shouldn't play football and that this could affect him in many ways. Maybe, could even kill him one day on the field. Now, first off, I want to go and look at this report here that is basically a report looking at Maurice Hurst when he played for the Wolverines in Michigan. Now, what these reports say and what Maurice Hurst himself says is that he knew about his heart condition back when he started his university career. When he was drafted by the Wolverines, they knew he had a heart condition. And they knew that he was going to have to be looked at, and it was going to be a scary, situation, maybe. It could be a concerning situation. But when you look at it, you see that, he was basically allowed to play. He missed a week's worth of football activities. Then he said, but eventually was cleared and went on to have a star-studded 4-year career at Michigan. Now, I want you to think about that for a second, okay? Doctors were telling him back when he was first drafted, or I should say, when he was first drafted this year, but also when he was first brought into his college career, I should say, first, brought up from high school, they knew about his heart condition. They said, that he has a heart condition and that it might be concerning, but it wasn't concerning enough to keep him off the field. It wasn't concerning enough, I should say, it wasn't a problem enough to keep him from having 4 star-studded seasons for the Michigan Wolverines. And now, let me put this into perspective another way, because this is kind of one of the main points that I wanted to make about football, is that every NFL player that's drafted has the potential to be killed on the field. They have the potential to die from a hit to the head, from serious impact, or from having, ribs, all kinds of plays that can lead towards fatalities at any time, at any moment. Every time any NFL player puts on that helmet, they are taking their lives into their own hands, and they are saying that they are willing to put that risk on the line to play NFL football. And for somebody to tell a college kid, basically, I don't want to call Maurice Hurst a kid, but at the same time, a college person, I should say a college graduate. Well, I don't know. Then again, I don't know if he's graduated yet. A lot of players end up graduating later on in their careers, but either way, he's basically a man. And this guy's, 22, I think it was, maybe, 22 or 23. This guy, he's a man. He's not a little kid. He can make his own decisions. For you to tell somebody that they shouldn't be drafted because of a condition that they have played with their entire career, and I'm talking about obviously this is something that affected him in high school. This is something that it would have affected him throughout his college career. I shouldn't even say affected, if you can call it that, because have you ever watched a Michigan game? Could you ever tell that he had a heart condition by watching him play? Because he played with the same heart condition for 4 straight years and throughout his high school career as well. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that either way, he has been dealing with this condition since he was a little kid. So for you to tell somebody that they cannot play football because of a condition that they've been playing football with their entire life is basically for you to tell somebody that they should never play football anyway, because it's such a dangerous sport that it could kill anybody. So I don't understand why you would, call the Raiders irresponsible for drafting somebody that should have been a first-round pick, that, doctors have known about his condition since the beginning of his college career, and he has never been kept off the field because of it. He has never been kept off the field because of it. He missed activities, as I shown in the last article. He missed a few OTAs. He he might not go as hard in the off season or whatever. But I don't even I've already seen him at OTAs this year for the Oakland Raiders. I saw him at minicamp. He's been one of the main leaders in the defense from what I've seen so far. So I don't see him keeping him off the field. I don't see him keeping him out of training. I don't see it affecting him in any way. I don't understand how people are calling it irresponsible and people are infuriated at the Raiders for making this selection. I actually was proud that the Raiders selected a guy and gave a guy a chance that a lot of people didn't even want to allow to play in this league, when he himself has said that, we knew about this from college. It never kept me out of college. I want to play. I don't think, I want to take the risk. I don't need other people telling me that I shouldn't be risking this. My life is my life. I can do with what I want. If I want to play football, and I would do anything for that. How are you going to tell him that he can't play because he has a heart condition that has never kept him off the field before? So that, that's basically what this video is about, is really just me breaking down that I am kind of, not upset, but that I really disagree with these reports, and I really don't respect people that try and tell other people how they should live their life and how they should let this worry them or let that worry them. Because if you think about it, this lineman here was sent home for almost the same issue, Star Lutulele. Sorry if I messed up his name there, and he's picked by the Panthers, and he's still playing. He's playing now, and he plays. He's been playing ever since. Never kept him off the field. So this is not something that people haven't dealt with before, and people have had careers with before. Now there are a few times when this has kept people off the field, and people have not been able to finish their career because of it. But for you to tell somebody that they can't play because of it, or because of something that they have been, persevering through their entire life and have stepped up to the challenge and have had star-studded years and have been able to overcome everybody's expectations, for you to tell that person that it's irresponsible for them to be chosen, that they should have not have been drafted at all after they put in all that work in college, after they spent their entire blood, sweat, and tears to get where they are in life and to get into that role or that position to be able to be drafted, for you to tell them that they shouldn't be drafted, when they've already, taken all the risks into consideration, when they've taken all of the necessary precautions and have been, being very open, being very transparent, that this is what it is, this is what I'm, I have, but I'm willing to put my life on the line as long as you're willing to believe in me. But like I said, I believe every NFL player is putting their life on the line when they step out onto that field, regardless if they know it or not, regardless if they are willing to, sign they sign the contract basically saying that, if you get hurt, that's just part of the game. You know what I mean? Even if you die on the field, I shouldn't say that's part of the game, but it is something that is a consideration, something that can happen. And for you to, blame one kid because of a condition that he's been dealing with forever, his whole life, and he's persevered throughout, and he's never, been kept off the field because of it, for you to tell him it's irresponsible for him to be drafted because of that, I don't know, I think it's, people need to, live their own lives and need to stop telling other people how they should live their lives or how they should try to worry about this or fear that. If you live your life by fear and you live your life by, he say and she say and maybe this and maybe that'll happen, so I shouldn't do this, you're never going to get anywhere. You have to take risks to get through in life. And this, in my mind, is not a risk at all, because in the end, he will play in the NFL. He will start in the NFL and he will be a great player, regardless of the heart condition, he will still be able to play every game. And you're going to see it's never going to keep him off the field, just like it never kept him off the field in college. Now, I pray that's the outcome, and I pray there is never some unforeseeable or underlying circumstance that ends up keeping him off the field permanently. I was ecstatic with the pick. I wanted him to be picked earlier by the Raiders. I wanted the Raiders to get him. I felt that he was the best interior defensive lineman in this draft, both pass rushing and run stopping. And I'm telling you right now, this kid is a stud. And I just don't respect people that want to tell other people how to live their lives and and put up, fear signs and try to fear monger people into not doing something that they've been dreaming and working for their entire life. I just don't have respect for those people, and I don't really agree that he should have been picked and he should have fell that far. I think he should have been picked earlier, and he should definitely have been given a shot in the NFL. And anyway, that's just my take on it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you think the Raiders were irresponsible for drafting Hurst, or if you think that, it was right for us to give him a chance because of what he did, because of the work that he put in, and because it's not really something that's ever kept him off the field before, like I said, like I've been saying. So, sorry if it was a little bit repetitive. I just kind of wanted to make that clear that, we need to think about people's decisions that they make in their life. They take the risks. We don't have to tell them the risks they're taking. They know. The doctors are telling them. So, yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as always, go Raiders.